We're still at the lake today. David is working on trying to fix the ladder.
Luckily I was able to find a bolt that fits in the hole, and actually a lock nut that goes on it as well, instead of just a normal nut. And I put some Loctite on there as well, so hopefully it'll stay this time. Time will tell. It seems like it's always this right bolt too for some reason, so I don't know.
We ended up just having a quiet evening last night. I think we told you that we were going to hang out outside and enjoy the sun, and then the sun was gone shortly after that. It never did rain. It really looked like it though for most of the evening, so we kind of just hung out inside, took it slow, watched a little bit of Harry Potter, called it a night. But we're going to try to go on a hike. It's a little bit cloudy today and still pretty windy. Hopefully not rainy though, but it's hard to tell right now. Our little dog buddy's still hanging out. Gave her some more food today. She's not complaining. We walked through town. We're making our way to the trailhead. It is looking like rain. Our little buddy's still with us. She's trucked the whole way. Up there, it doesn't look so promising, but we'll see. Some roosters nearby. Couple more. Oh, had to cross the road. We think this is the road we were looking for. Getting closer. The air feels nice and cool. Kind of feels like rain. But I don't mind the shade, since we forgot to put on sunscreen. You can start to see the lake. Not too far up there. A couple little flowers along the path. This isn't technically a hiking trail, it's actually a road. Some people drive down here and wild camp. We thought about it, but our spot's pretty easy and we're already settled. More flowers over here. Well, we made it and it started to sprinkle. Just a little bit. The lake is pretty though. I bet it's even prettier with the sunlight. Super clear.
Getting a drink.
Yep. Little buds having some water. You can see how clear it is though. See everything. We were gonna kayak at the other lake, but it's been a bit windy so far today. Well, good news, we made it back, and we only got a few sprinkles of rain, although it's still sprinkling. See, one of our dog friends is here.
Yep, he's just hanging out. He's like desperate for some pets. He came up and set his head in my lap earlier. It's like, please scratch my head.
Yes, lots of sweet stray dogs here, it seems. I think that we're especially popular since we put some cat food out for them. But we're enjoying it out here for a minute. It's pretty windy and it again looks like there's rain coming. Well, it's finally raining. This is actually the second time it's rained this late afternoon. The kitties don't mind the rain though. Cuddled up. A little bit windy, a little bit rainy, but it's still pretty. Good morning. We have just packed up and we're getting ready to head out. Thankfully, we got all packed up before it rains again. Luckily, it only rained for, I don't know, maybe an hour or two last night, and then it was good the rest of the night. So mostly the canvas dried out. So that's helpful for popping the top back down, and hopefully things won't be so wet when we get to our next destination. But we're heading out. We left some food for our little doggo friends and said goodbye to them. Bye, sweet girl. Good luck to you. Hope you find some more people to give you some food, and maybe a nice family you'll find. You're a sweet girl. You're sweet too. Goodbye, little buddies. So today we are heading to Las Nubes. We have about a 2-hour drive in total, and about an hour and a half left of that drive. But it's been really pretty. Oh my goodness. It's super lush over here. And we're going down slowly in elevation. Las Nubes is a bit more jungly, I think. We'll find out. But far lower elevation, so we've got a bit of downhill to go. But for now, we're still pretty up high, and there's all kinds of beautiful lookout points along this road where you can just see down into the valleys. Super pretty. It's rainy today. It's definitely been raining over here recently. It's kind of sprinkling now, so it's a bit cloudy and foggy, so we can't see quite as much as we would be able to on a clear day, but it's nice. Sunday market in this town. Selling all kinds of things.
Tuk-tuk station.
Yeah. And up here we've got some ladies walking their goats. Pretty cool. We've come down quite a bit in elevation, and as David said, the jungle is thickening. It's feeling a little bit steamier, more humid. Not too hot yet, but it's cloudy and it's been rainy, so I think that's helping us so far.
That person has a FedEx sign.
Yeah. We haven't seen a full setup gas station in a long time. Really, since probably around the time we left Comitan. But there are all kinds of tiny little setups, like that one there.
So they had some 1 gallon containers and some 5 gallon. That last place we were at, it said they had all the different types of fuels though. They had regular, they had premium, they had diesel, so they got it all. Just gotta dump it in 5 gallons at a time. Luckily we're still at half the tank now, and I've probably got 30 gallons in the auxiliary tank, so I'm hoping to hold out for a real gas station before we have to fill up. So there's a couple marked on our route. We won't be at them for a few days. Worst case scenario, we just got to stop and get some of those jugs. But we've got quite a bit of fuel still, so we should be good.
That must be the cowman.
Cowboy.
Cowboy. Oh gosh, we are having a little stampede next to us. I don't know if I'd really call it a stampede, but we came upon a cowboy walking his cows in the road. They were going the other direction, so it was easier for us, and I think the trucks and cars stopped behind it. Pretty cool though. We haven't seen that before.
Yeah, maybe they came out from right here.
Yeah.
Some dirt trucked out.
Amazing. We're almost to the camp spot, at least we think. And we turned onto this gravel road, which said we had about 5 kilometers until we made it to the town. But we came upon a couple of tuk-tuks stuck in the road, which we were hoping we could get past them. We could, it was tight. We probably scraped a little bit, but as we were passing by, they asked if we had a pump. They must have had a flat tire or two. So David got out and turned on our air compressor and helped him out. They were very thankful. And now we're back on our way. So hopefully this road leads us to where we wanted to. It's really not such a bad road, just a little bit windy. And you made it out again. Well, we made it. Just set up. It's a little bit steamy, but luckily not too hot. Right now the camper says it's 81 in here, which I know that sounds hot, but it's not so bad really because we're not using the AC. So now that we're in jungle territory, I think it's time to break out these new items. We had just ordered these while we were in San Cristobal. We had some van friends tell us that they use these cooling pads for their cats when it gets hot, and then it's worked out so far. They sometimes use them. So now that it's steamy, I thought that'd be a good thing to try. We've got a couple fans going. We also ordered this new fan from Amazon. It's pretty good. The one we bought back in Huatulco over there helps, but it's really not very powerful. So we're gonna break these out and see how the cats like them. Well, I won't sugarcoat it. I opened each package up, and on the inside where they were folded, both mats had mold on them, so kind of gross. I went ahead and cleaned them off with our soap, and then some more soap and some water, and you're supposed to let them dry completely after you clean them, so we'll see. I think it would be far too much of a headache to try to send them back, and probably the new ones would have mold too, just since it's so much of Mexico is pretty steamy and humid, so it's probably just from where they were stored. They did have some little dry packets that were supposed to keep them dry, but clearly didn't work out so well down here. Not a bad view, is it? It's just starting to clear off, so hopefully that doesn't mean it's going to get too much hotter. We'll see. David's already down there taking a dip. This water's really pretty clear, but also being really pretty blue. You can really see it when the sun's coming out. We're gonna have a nice noise machine to sleep to tonight. There were quite a few people here hanging out when we got here. It's Sunday, so that tends to be a day for families to come out and about. But so far everybody has left. We have it all to ourselves. It's nice and quiet. And it seems like, I don't know if this is another river that feeds in. Looks like it over here. It's pretty blue as well. How pretty is that? Sadly, there's some trash down there in the water. But it's still pretty beautiful. Not a bad spot. That's for sure. Lots of jungle vines. This tree's really interesting. There's cactuses or some kind of succulent growing all up that tree. When we pulled in at first glance, I thought it might be a bunch of iguanas, but it's not. Very interesting though. And over here, this tree is really red looking and a little peely like a birch tree. I'm not sure what it is. Pretty cool though. Earlier we actually saw a very cool hummingbird come up to some of these little flowers right over here. And it had a super curved beak. I've never seen one like that before. It was really quick, so we didn't get a video of it, but maybe we'll see another one. We'll keep our eyes posted. I think we're in for lots of interesting, beautiful birds and wildlife in the next few days.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
We're gonna try to have ourselves a little fire tonight. David cut up some wood. Skin is started.
Trying to get it started.
Trying to get it started. Hopefully it doesn't rain on us. Although that is the trend. Almost every time we have a fire, it starts to rain. It's not the clearest night, so we'll see what happens. But it's a pretty place. Seems like a good idea. Good news, no rain so far, and David got the fire going.
Yeah, luckily I didn't even have to use any gasoline to get it going either.
It's pretty nice. Just can't sit too close to it because it's definitely not cold here.
Yeah, right now it's still like 81 or 82 degrees. But I think the low for tonight is like 72. So not terrible. We're going to try to give it a go without the air conditioning tonight. and see how we do. We got our new super powerful fan that'll be blowing on us, so hopefully it's not a sleepless night.
We'll see. But for now, we have some good views.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more.
If you liked this video, let us know by liking and subscribing. And don't forget, you can see more of the journey on Instagram and TikTok. Cheers, friends!